Hi there, can I get a medium coffee with 2 cream and 1 sugar?
2 cream, 1 sugar?
Yeah, and a large coffee with 2 cream and 1 sugar.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
412, drive-through.
That's the pre-workout coffee. It's essential stuff. Okay, so I just finished Smolov about a week ago now. Just on the way to the gym to see what I got in the tank. Max effort day. So yeah, that program went really, really well. No grinders per se. No form breaking down. Just really high confidence in how that went. So I must say today, I'm feeling really, really good. I'm expecting a pretty decent PR. Well rested. A lot of food in me. Hydrated here today. Feeling pretty loose. I've been doing a lot of mobility the last few days and foam rolling. So the game plan today is just to warm up through movement, a lot of warm-ups. Probably by the time I get to like a 275, 315 on the bar, which I know is not a lot, but that's just gonna be singles. And I'm hoping to have my last warm-up set before I use a belt or sleeves with 365, and that'll be also like a little beltless, sleeveless PR. Yeah, and if that goes really good, I'm just gonna jump up to 405 with my belt and sleeves on and go from there. So, wish me luck. Road again. So we are just driving west on the Trans-Canada from St. John's on our way to Glovertown for a few days. Got quite the nice cabin rented out there, and we're going to do some fishing. And yeah, it should be a good time. So I'm just fishing this little brook here, just outside of Gambo, Newfoundland. And I'm getting bites almost every cast, but they're very small. No keepers, not good. I need protein for lifting weight. One on, but I guarantee you it's tiny. It's bad to say, but this is the biggest one so far. Okay, so there you have it. After running the Smolov Base Mesocycle, I was able to get a 15-pound PR on my squat and a 10-pound PR on my deadlift. During Smolov, I didn't do any deadlifting at all, and prior to the 495 pounds for a double, it's probably been about 5 weeks since I had actually deadlifted, so I'm pretty happy about that. I have to admit though, at first I wasn't too happy, I wasn't too pleased about how my squat went, just given the fact that the program calls for a 25 to 45 pound increase, and the fact that the training went really well. On the last day, for example, of the program, I used 5 pounds more than what was prescribed for the 10 sets of 3. And on the last set, I actually did 4 reps instead of a triple. So it's not a big difference, but nonetheless. So that brings me to this next point. Something I want to talk to you about, which may have contributed to me not getting quite the PR that I could have, or what I may have been capable that day, and that is environment. So because of the work I do, I spend half my time training in a commercial gym, and I spend the other half of my time training in a garage gym at my friend's house. I work a 3-week on, 3-week off job, and I fly back and forth between St. John's, Newfoundland, which is my home, and Calgary, Alberta, which is where I work. When I'm in Calgary, I train in my friend's gym, in his garage. When I'm home in St. John's, I train in the commercial gym. Can you guess which one I like more? Anyway, so on the day that I was going for my squat run at max, I was training at the commercial gym. And it so happened to be Labor Day, so the gym was closing early, and it was really busy in there. Now, normally when I'm maxing out, I like to really take my time between sets. I'll take as much as 10 minutes between heavy singles, or at least on PR attempts anyway. So in this gym, there's only 2 squat racks, and by the time I got even just halfway through my warm-ups, I had several people coming up to me and asking me, oh, hey, how many sets do you have left, and can I jump in? So this, on top of the fact that people were giving me like weird looks for having the tripod set up, and technically you're like not even allowed to film in there, really played on my mind, and no doubt affected my workout negatively. Now, yes, it's okay to ask someone how many sets they have left. Yes, I will let people work in with me, and yes, I am an asshole for setting up the tripod, but I just want to say that this no doubt affected my performance. I rushed between my warm-ups and took probably less than half the time I normally would between my singles, which was just not the way that I wanted to go at all, but that's it, you know, you gotta go with the flow sometimes. No, I'm not trying to make excuses, because some days will be worse than others, despite how well your training is going. I may not have had 450 to 460 pounds in the tank like I was hoping for, but I did my best and I got a PR, so I'm definitely happy about it. I will say this, however, environment is so key. Anyway, moving forward now, I do plan on capitalizing on my PR. And where it wasn't a huge jump in comparison to what some people report from Smolov, I think it'll be sustainable, and I don't think I'm going to lose strength. A lot of people claim that it's purely a peaking program and your strength will actually taper off, you won't be able to maintain it. But I think I'm going to be able to keep this. I think it'll be a good, quality, sustainable gain in strength. So I plan on continuing to build on that 440-pound squat, and I continue to work towards my goal of a 500-pound squat. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to run Johnny Candido's 6-week strength training program, and I'm going to use 440 pounds as my 1 rep max for my squat and 500 pounds as my 1 rep max for my deadlift. Now for bench press, I got a little bit of a different game plan in mind, and I have information on that in the last video that I posted. So if you're interested, you can watch that to see what I'm talking about. Anyways, rant over. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Later.